Hey guys, it's RazinRakun again, bringing you another Let's Play. This time, it's of a game that I hold very near and dear to me. Let me just show you real quick one of the items that the game had available at the time. Now, the reason why I say that is because this game actually was delisted off of the Xbox and PSN store, and unfortunately, it was left there in obscurity until tomorrow. Actually, I am playing this game a day early. The shirt I'm showing you guys is the Scott Pilgrim Sex Bob-omb shirt, and unfortunately you can't get it for your avatar anymore. They also had a bunch of other stuff. They had like drumsticks, you know, you can make a drum appear. I think you can make a guitar appear for your avatar props, but I just went and stuck with the shirt. I just thought the Sex Bob-omb shirt was pretty cool. So enough of that, let's play this game. And what I mean by I'm playing it early is I'm just dusting off the old 360 and playing it right here and now. So the game we're playing today is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. And that's kind of a mouthful, but back in the day, I think they were just, you know, it was just a gung-ho kind of idea. Let's make a movie, and then let's make a game to coincide with it. As you can see, we have Universal right there. And this game was actually released back in 2010. I looked it up real quick, and it was actually made, that was the old Oni Press logo, back in 2010, August 10th, 2010. So 3 days before the movie's release. And man, when the movie came out, I think that had to be one of the most amazing things. Like, that had to be the biggest experience I've ever had in a cinema. I remember watching the forums, watching all the updates of the movie. I don't know why. Scott Pilgrim hype for me was just at an all-time high, and it seems like it's come back. I mean, this is a really great game. I really hate how it was lost to obscurity. Only a couple people had it, and now, you know, everyone can have it, you know. From old fans and new fans alike, you know, the Zoomers, they can actually come in and take their pick your character. Steven Stills, Ramona, even Kim Pine if you want. And there it is, the logo. I really love how it's all pixelated. Someone pointed out to me that you can't see the two twins next to Scott Pilgrim, but I guess they weren't really too important in the movie, which kind of sucks, because in the book they were very important. What? Okay. Not that. But yeah, I have so many memories with this movie and game. It's pretty funny. So this is going to be a full level playthrough. I'm just going to show you everything, see what you guys are in store for. Exit game will obviously take you to the main menu, downloadable content. Now, you guys are all getting the complete edition tomorrow, or in a few days, what have you. The download content actually takes you to a blank screen now, but what it used to do is it used to send you to where they have the avatar items that I was trying to show off earlier. And also it had the Knives Chow and the Wallace Wells pack. So those actually came separate. Knives Chow came around the time during the Blu-ray and DVD release, whereas Wallace Wells pack came very, very, very late into this game's lifespan. So the story about that is because I think the game was just not making much, and they offered online from the start. So they didn't want to just completely abandon the project and not give everyone online. So what they ended up doing was, it was very, very, very delayed, but they eventually ended up giving all the players the Wallace Wells pack, and from that point on you can play online, which is this one right here. Unfortunately, I don't have Xbox Live. I'd say the best one to get this. Oh, yeah, so you saw that, right? This game is actually very, very, very glitchy. I would say, I don't know, if this game just has a lot of things going on, it can handle multiple people on the screen, but just some things just cause this game to, like, completely fuck out, and I don't know. I don't know if it's the hardware's fault. I'm playing this on an old Xbox 360 arcade model, but I'm not playing it. I've upgraded the hard drive to a 120 gig hard drive. This is my second Xbox. The first one actually did get the red rings, but this one was good all the way, so I'm not sure if it's a hardware issue. I mean, this game is running digitally. I wouldn't think it would be anything else but that. Anyways, aside from the downloadable content, we have help and options, how to play. It's got a little bit of what you need to know. Oh, actually, you know what? I didn't know about the taunt. The life taker mechanic is funny. You turn into a ghost and you eventually revive yourself if anyone's around that can help you. Defense, willpower, these are all the stats in the game. Oh no, the willpower is actually, yeah, your gut points. So it makes your special attacks much more stronger, but it also brings you back to life. Ah, man, and just hearing that music just brings me back. I just love this music. That was actually one of the main reasons why it was delisted. Well, one of the reason why it was delisted was because it lost its licensing. With that being with Universal, I think the artist of the band, Anna Namaguchi, but also they couldn't get it back so easily because all the licenses were spread all over the place. Since this was a movie-based game, and also the music was made by a very well-known band with their own label, so they also had to go through with their label, and it was just a mess. And you know, the creator of Scott Pilgrim, Brian Lee O'Malley, did everything in his power to actually get this game back on the shelves, and the fact that he accomplished that, to have more people able to play it, is just awesome. Okay, so what you're seeing right now is the extra game modes. Some game modes were packed in with the Wallace Wells pack and the Knives Chow pack. I believe they both retailed for around $5. So this whole game retailed for $15, I would say. Yeah, I think it was $15. It couldn't be $20, no way. So about the same amount as you guys are going to pay. Because I remember buying specifically a Microsoft Points card back when those were a thing. For $1,600, but I didn't actually use up the whole $1,600. And the bonus modes are Survival Horror, Boss Rush, Battle Royale, and Dodgeball. I think those came with the Wallace Wells pack, and this came with the Knives Chow pack. I'm not entirely sure. The controls, as you can see, I'm playing on a 360. The PS3 version is the way to go. Funny enough, they actually were selling codes of the PS3 version. I would say around the time people were starting to realize this was a really, really, really good game. And you were able to get them off of Best Buy and Amazon, and it came with the whole complete pack. So if you were lucky enough to get that, you could still be playing it today. And you'd get free online, because I would imagine, after visiting the PS3 a couple days ago, that you still get free online. On a couple of games, the ones that still have servers up. So what you have is Super Attack, Fast Attack, Strong Attack. I usually end up going for the Fast, Fast, Strong. I hardly ever use the Super Attack, but you'll see the playthrough. Call Striker, it's like an assist. Pretty cool. Oops, I just went there. Settings, not too much. Usually your standard music, SFX, volume. Then you have, oh, the left stick dash. Okay, so this is how you go fast. I like doing the quick tap. You can do a double tap, but that's just more inputs. I'd rather not do that. Friendly hits. Oh, I don't remember that one. Actually, no. I think we turned it on at one point, but then we said, all right, fuck this. Turn that shit off, off, off. Character data. My guess is this is where... Oh, yep. As you can see, everyone is fully leveled. And they all have their money. That is actually a secret character that you unlock by, I think, getting everyone to level 16 and beating the bosses with each. There's Knives, fully leveled up. Actually, she has the most money out of anyone. And Wallace. Oh yeah, you can reset the data. I am not touching that. But they all have strength 100, willpower 100, speed 100, and defense 100. Thanks to my friends, we had a blast playing this game back in the day. Here's the credits. Nothing too crazy. More cool music. Okay, I'm out of there. Leaderboards. I forgot this game had leaderboards. I'm not sure if those are legit leaderboards anymore, and I would really hope that they keep the leaderboards. Actually, hold on. What am I looking at? Oh, I guess I reached 1 million? What is the leaderboards based off of? It just shows your money is like a completely maxed number, but it also shows the KO count pretty big. Something tells me these guys cheated. Where am I on the leaderboard? I'm actually quite curious. I'm actually not that high up. Oh no, wait. That's not me. Where am I? Oh, I saw myself for a split second. I guess I'll just pause the video. Anyways, here's achievements. I don't know if the game will actually come with achievements anymore, but the achievements were pretty cool. You have a couple that came with the Wallace Wells pack that required you to go online, so RIP, you can't get those anymore. Then you also have Chowdown Gourmet. Those all came with the Knives pack. Extra game modes, I've already shown you what they look like and how to play, but those are there for further use. Now enough bullshit. Let's get to the story mode. I'm going to be playing on Supreme Master because there's no other way to play it once you've leveled up. And it actually does give you a variety of fun enemies to play. These are all the characters. Wallace Wells is just kind of a resprite of motherfucking Steven Stills. See, the music is glitching out. This game is very glitchy. We might encounter a few bugs, but I'm just going to play through the whole way. Once you pick your character, you have the choice of choosing a different color for your character. So if you're not satisfied, or if you have a whole team of Scots, you actually have different varieties to choose from. Oh, what? This is actually still unlocked. Okay, I'll get to that later. Let's just get to the level right now. I've completed this game 100% except for one mystery item. Depending on if we see him or not, I will tell you all about that. Oh man, this game is just so good. The music and everything. Once you see the kapow on someone, it means they have been successfully KO'd. You can actually pick enemies up and throw them. So this game is pretty funny. You know, there's some pretty cool elements to it. Ooh, ouch. Okay. Right now I'm literally stomping all these enemies, and for you guys just getting the game, you guys aren't going to be having this much of an easy time, because when you start up the game, it is going to be a grind. Let me tell you, it is going to be actually very, very, very crazy and a little tedious, so it might turn off a couple players. But once you start getting the hang of things and start unlocking some new combos, that's when things start actually opening up to become like a very awesome beat-em-up style game. And honestly, even I wouldn't mind resetting my guys. Okay, there's another little piece of glitch. The game just stopped for a second. Funny enough, this game glitches out at the most weirdest times. There was one time where this game actually glitched out on Gideon, the final boss. One of his forms. Gideon has multiple forms. And what happened was, we thought that it was part of the game. That Gideon was just taking a while to load or something. And then we said, like, this is the final... We made a joke. We said this is the final boss's big attack. Like, his final attack. Just straight up glitching the Xbox so we can't play this anymore. I would hope it runs a little better on the PlayStation. But that was one of the most memorable glitches I know, because we were beat up. We were under level 2. We finally got to the boss, and then the boss kicks our ass with glitch. Like, come on, how fair is that? So here is the park, one of the most memorable scenes from the comic. I've read all the comics, so what I was saying about earlier about the forums, I was looking up at all the forums, trying to, like, you know, make sure the movie is, like, coming out and it's gonna be great. I actually read all the comics beforehand. I read Scott Pilgrim's Finest Hour, the 6th book, the day it was released, and man, that had to be one of the most amazing days for me reading a novel. Just, I have so many memories with this series. I just couldn't believe it when it ended. I actually really like the ending. I'm not sure what other people think about the comic book ending, but I was satisfied with it. And I kind of hope they don't make a sequel or anything. The way it ended was just really good. I won't spoil anything, but I just thought it was very memorable and very good. A good way to finish the Scott Pilgrim storyline. Okay, this guy's giving me trouble. Just dash into him. You have a lot of secret zones. I don't know if I want to do the secret zone for here. Okay, not yet. Gotta beat up a few dogs. Actually, yeah, I wonder what the people are gonna think about this part. But in all old school games, you had to beat up a couple of animals and foot soldiers, standard stuff. This game borrows a lot from old video games. Actually, this is mostly a not Double Dragon. I guess it does take a little bit from Double Dragon, especially with this kick. Oh. There we go. You get a little spin kick. But this mostly takes from River City Ransom, where you level up and collect food items to level up. So here's your first secret. And it takes you to the subspace highway. Whoa, dude, look at that. Oh, crap. And you knock out these piggy banks for extra money. Money is key in this game, so make sure to collect as much money as possible. Extra one. I really don't need the money, but it's always good to grab a couple bucks on your playthroughs. And it's just a little Rainbow Road / kill screen over. It essentially just made me skip... Here, I'll do it for you anyways. Oh, I guess not. It was just a little frenzy of enemies that they had running at you. Actually, I have 0 lives. That might not be good if I die, but I can't imagine dying on level 1. That would just be sad. Unless you're under-leveled, of course. Here is where you can spend your money. Oh, this is so awesome. When I first played this game, I bought it day 1, and this was the first thing I wanted to do from the demos and all the stuff that they showed us. 64 hits. And on the dot, I did not end it. They actually ended it for me. I believe if there's more enemies, so if you have 2 enemies, you'll have 64 times 2. These are the shops you can go into. Okay. And as you can see here, this is Scott's late fees. So in the comic no, actually just in the comic, he has a bunch of late fees to this one video store. But once you unlock everything, bam, there you go. You have a bunch of... Actually, wait. I would take that. I think that's a life. I'll take the life. You have a bunch of very strong... Yeah, it is. 1 up. You know what? I'll take some more. I Love Your Boyfriend, Alone and Disturbed, Aliens vs. T-Rex, just all this crazy movies that you could, like... You'd possibly see at, like, your old Blockbuster or something. You know, old B movies. And in the comic, Scott Pilgrim did not pay his movie fees, so when you didn't return your movies or had late fees, it would eventually pile up. And you'd have to pay back in late fees or what have you. So I just collected a bunch of lives. It's actually really hard to get that, but I would say if you're determined, make that your first priority. Sometimes you can grab enemies and just wail on them. You have more stores. I think this one opens as well. Alright, so this is Scott's sister. in the book, that's how she looked. I actually have to read the color variants. I haven't seen the color variants. Although I did kind of like it without color at the same time, because it just kind of made you wonder, you know, the mystery behind these characters. Over there is young Neil. He makes an appearance quite a bit, actually, in the game. Some stores you can go into, some you can't, and you have funny little references. There's the Angry Sun from Mario 3. Just a lot of references to games. And that's what Scott Pilgrim was, like, all about. I mean, the comic had a bunch of references to various games. I mean, Scott actually looks like, you know, Toon Link, so I wouldn't doubt that that's where the inspiration came from. But also, it had a lot of video game references in the comic book. But in this game, they took it to a whole new level because they were actually making a game. Ouch, I just got run over by the bus. And video game references are here, full stop. If you see them doing like anything like grabbing them or their head or something, that means they're about to die. You can just wail on them a couple more and they're gone. You know, for the first level, these guys are really, really, really easy. Oh, another secret I want to show you guys is over here. Don't know if a lot of you will know this by now, but here is Wallace's Mystery Shop. Everything cannot be discounted, but this is everything that you need to level up your people or your characters. So you have Speedy the Porcupine that'll level up your speed, etc., etc. Bionic Arm, I believe, is strength. It does take a lot of money to do it, but if you want to get full level with full stats, that's what you're going to have to do. It's a really big grind. I guess there's the replayability. Just leveling up your guys. Now, what am I saying? Like I said, I'm having a blast playing it right now on Supreme Master. Okay, so these guys aren't so tough. The AI does have a little trouble sometimes. Actually, yeah, another way this game can glitch is if the AI doesn't show up, like if you throw them off screen, and now they're on the other side of the screen, but they're still like fighting you, and you can't go. You'll be stuck. I guess I did die on the first level. That was embarrassing, but good thing we got the extra lives. I think what would be worse if I had a game over. So this guy, you don't have to hit everyone. I mean, in all honesty, it's just all... it's all for show. But this is definitely a day one purchase for me. I hope it's a day one purchase for all of you guys. Here is the subspace highway door. The first door you see, and man, what a way to end the level. Just awesome. Actually, the way to end the level is coming up soon. Every level has a boss you have to defeat. And this is level 1, so you probably already know who's coming up. This is just a little in-between zone to collect extra money. So here we have Crash and the boys. And all your friends are up top. I want to say that was Knives Chow before they actually put her in the game. And the first evil X we have is Matthew Patel. Alright, Matt. You're going down. He's actually pretty strong. If I put him on Average Joe, which is the level I always used to play this game as, or with, he dies in like 3 hits, and I don't want to even see how he fares up in the other ones. Oh, shoot. Okay, I guess my recoil actually got him. But yeah, I think they did Matthew Patel really well in the movie. Everything up to, you know, the third act was really good, and he is gone. You get a magnificent KO. What I mean by everything up to the third act is after the third act, it just kind of stopped being comic book. It took its own direction, and that's not really a bad thing. Because, I mean, you have to fit it all in one movie, so you can't really fault them for that. I initially thought it was going to be 2 movies. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and then like a sequel. So once you finish, you have everyone, all your party members, with a little screen, and you have access to the middle of the level right there. It opens up and you can now go on to the second level. So if all these were actually locked, that would be the path that unfolds. But yeah, this is an awesome game. This is the overview. I hope to do more. I'm gonna do a lot more. I want to show off this game in its fullest and tell more stories while I do it. So anyways, this has been RazinRakun, signing out. Thank you for watching.